In the previous video lessons, we discussed about electricity and magnetism. I hope you understood what is magnetism and what is electricity. Today, we are going to deal with electromagnetism. Electromagnetism, the interdependency of electric and magnetic field lines, electric and magnetic fields. This is what we are going to deal today. In 1820, in the 19th century, that is in 1820, the scientist named as Ørsted, Hans Christian Ørsted, accidentally discovered a deflection in the magnetic compass placed close to a current carrying conductor. Till then, we were not known that a current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. They used to think that magnetism and electricity both are different concepts. When he observed this deflection in the compass needle, which is placed or which is present in the vicinity of the current carrying conductor, wire which is carrying current, he felt that maybe there are some magnetic materials around it, due to which this magnetic needle is deflecting. He searched for the magnetic materials, but he did not find anything. There were absolutely no magnetic materials around this experiment when he was doing some other experiment. Then he switched off the current in the wire, in the circuit. He observed that the compass needle came back to its normal north-south directions, because compass needle always shows the north and south directions. It deflects from this position only when there is a magnetic material. Okay, so it came back to its normal position. Again, he switched on the circuit. That means he closed the circuit. Then the current starts flowing through the wire. Then he again observed there is a deflection in the compass needle. He did this multiple times, and finally he concluded that because of the current which is passing through the wire, this compass needle is getting deflected. Compass needle deflects only in the presence of magnetic field. That means to say, this current carrying conductor is behaving like a magnet. As a result, this magnetic needle in the compass is getting deflected. Why this current carrying conductor is behaving like a magnet? And this is behaving like a magnet only when there is a current, only when there is current passing through it. If you stop sending the current, then the deflection is also getting stopped. That means to say, only because of the passage of current through the wire, this magnetic needle is getting deflected. That means to say, this current carrying conductor is behaving like a magnet. So it is producing its own magnetic field. In that magnetic field, this compass is placed. As a result, it is getting deflected. So he wants to conclude that this current carrying conductor produces magnetic field. He made sure that all these magnetic materials are moved away, and he has taken a simple circuit. With that simple experiment and simple circuit, he proved that the electric field and magnetic fields are not two different fields. They are always linked together. They are always associated with each other. So that simple circuit, what he has taken here is the Ørsted experiment. He took a thick wire, a copper wire, X and Y, and he made sure that He kept this X and Y to the geographic north and south directions. Where he kept one small compass needle also, where this needle is having geographic north, the north pole and south pole. This is the north pole and this is the south pole. Okay, this compass always rests in the north and south directions. And he connected the ends of this to a battery, to a battery. This is negative terminal and this is the positive terminal of the battery. When the plug is closed, we know that current starts flowing from positive terminal of the battery to the negative terminal of the battery. So the current starts flowing through the wire. Let us suppose I amount of current is passing through the wire from Y end of the wire to the X end of the wire. So this way. And it is coming back to the negative terminal of the wire. Okay. Whenever this current is flowing through the wire from Y end of the wire to the X end, that is from down to up, then he observed there is a deflection in the magnetic needle towards west. Towards this side in the sense west side. And more accurately, what he did, he kept the magnetic needle, the compass, just below the wire. The wire is like this, then below that wire, parallel to the this wire, he kept this compass needle. Okay, and he observed that there is a deflection towards west. The deflection in the magnetic needle towards west when the current is passing from down to up, that is Y end of the wire to X end. Y end is facing geographic south and X end is facing north. That means whenever current is passed from south to north through a wire, then he found a deflection in the magnetic compass towards west. Towards west. He reversed the polarities. Now he kept, this is the positive and this is negative. This is negative and this is positive. And current always flows from positive end of the wire to negative end. So now the current is passing in the downward direction like this. It is coming back this way. That is from north end to south end of the wire. Up to down. Then he found the deflection in the magnetic compass towards east side. That means to say whenever the current direction is reversed, even then the magnetic needle also reverses its direction. So through this experiment, he concluded three things. One is a current carrying conductor produces a magnetic field. Okay, and the magnetic field which is produced by the passage of current through it increases with the increasing current. If you send more and more current, you find more and more deflection in the compass needle. More and more deflection in the sense more and more magnetic field is produced. That means that the strength of the magnetic field increases with the increasing amount of current through the conductor. Third thing is here, the third point here is, if you reverse the direction of current, then the magnetic field which is developed also reverses its direction. So these are the 3 points what he observed through this experiment, and he concluded that this current in the sense the charges which are flowing through the wire are called accelerated charges. These accelerated charges are always associated with the magnetic field around it. Okay, so he moved this compass around this wire, and he found around the wire the needle is also changing its direction. By this experiment, he concluded that if you take a wire like this, around this a magnetic field is always present. Okay, so this electric field and magnetic field together is called as electromagnetism. So this electromagnetism is very useful in our day-to-day life, which we are going to deal further topics in the further topics, coming further topics. Okay, so to remember this, I want to give you a mnemonic to remember, that is SNOW. SNOW. What is this rule? First understand the abbreviation of this rule. S stands for south, N stands for north, O stands for over, W stands for west. Okay, now I am going to frame a sentence with these letters. Okay, whenever, remember, listen to me carefully, whenever current is passed through a wire from south to north, which is kept over a compass needle, then the needle gets deflected towards west. I am repeating again. Whenever current is passed from south to north through a wire which is kept over a compass needle, then the needle gets deflected towards west. If you reverse this, NS4, then you will get NSOE. That is, whenever current is passed from north to south, north end of the wire to south end of the wire, which is kept over a needle, then the needle in the compass gets deflected towards east. The reverse the polarities, reverse the deflection. So this is very simple to remember. We call this as no rule. It's a mnemonic. There is no such rule, but it is a mnemonic to remember in which direction the magnetic needle gets deflected whenever current is passed through the wire. The same thing we can even understand with the help of Ampere's swimming rule or Maxwell's corkscrew rule. So we have many things. Corkscrew in the sense like you have a screw. Okay, these are the threadings. When you want to fix the screw in a wooden log, you have to rotate it, isn't it? Whenever you are rotating the wire this way, the screw this way, then this screw will advance in the log. Okay? It will advance in the log. So for example, I gave the threadings like this, so it will be this way around. So whenever you are sending the, fixing this screw in the wood log, you are rotating this way, so the screw will advance in the wood log like this. So this can be remembered very easily to understand in which direction the magnetic field is developed whenever current is passed through a wire, a long straight wire. To make you understand this, excuse me.